Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Zipnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know that this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you and to remind you to only buy on those red candles, which is very easy to do right now because the whole entire market is one big red candle. Now, I don't expect that I'm going to get too many people to watch this live or watch this in review because when they see the name Celsius, it's not a meme coin. So people feel like it's not going to be that interesting. There's not going to be any drama there. But this is very dramatic. This is something, even if you're not into Celsius, could wind up affecting the entire DeFi unit, everything. What's going on in Celsius is very similar to what happened with Terra Luna, right? Like that was the depegging of UST. We could very much see the depegging of staked Ethereum, which is crazy, right? Very crazy. So let's just give you a rundown exactly as to what Celsius is. So they are one big network, okay? Now, along with this network, they do have a token, the CEL token, and that token at all-time highs was like $8, and now we fizzled down to like 35 cents. Real quick it happened. So you're probably wonder, what's going on here? First of all, let me explain what Celsius is. It's one of those platforms where you can take your tokens and put them in there and get some interest. So instead of having all of your tokens just sitting in your DeFi wallet, you can park them on Celsius and earn a yield from them. Okay. You can also borrow against your cryptocurrency. So instead of like having to sell off your bag of Ethereum or bag of Bitcoin, you could borrow against it and then pay Celsius back. Um, it's crazy. Or you could stake. You could just stake everything and earn some money. And of course, you can swap, trade, sell, buy, whatever it is you want to do. All of this can be done on Celsius. And whatever it is you're doing, especially if you're staking, you earn a nice APY. But how are they going to earn that nice APY? They've got to take your tokens and put them to work to make money so that they can give you that nice APY and also be profitable. So they've taken a lot of the Ethereum, they've sprinkled it around, and it's just not in there. So there's a worry about the liquidity of Celsius right now. It's a big concern. It's a very big concern because, as we know, the markets are just going down and tanking and tanking. What a lot of people are doing, and I actually talked about this a few nights ago, perhaps one of the best things that we can do to sort of winter this crypto winter to survive it is to take our money, like not our money, our tokens like Ethereum, Bitcoin, some of the bigger tokens, right? Sell them off and just take that money and put it in a stable coin like Tether, USDC, something that's nice and stable, not an algo stable coin, but something that's, securities backed. This way, no matter what happens in the market, your wallet's always going to remain the same. It's not going to change. It's going to bounce between 99.98 and 100%, right? Like it's always going to be there. That's what a lot of people are opting to do. So they're taking their money out of Celsius. Like the Ethereum is leaving Celsius by like 50,000 a week. It's insane. And they're thinking that within a month, maybe even 6 to 8 weeks, 1 to 2 months, they could become completely insolvent. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, hey, I'm not in Celsius, so this is not going to affect me. But they have 1 million client. Oh, no, they have 2 million clients. So that's 2 million people that were in DeFi that are now going to be totally gone, and all of their money is going to be out of the market. It's going to affect us. Every little thing that falls, that happens, we are going to be affected by that, right? So all we can do is be prepared for what's going to happen and keep an eye on Celsius. Now, in case you don't know, maybe you've been watching the news, this whole thing happened with Terra Luna as well. And look how many people were affected. So what you want to do is just stay in the know. Keep an eye on Celsius, and their native token is the CEL token, which is CEL. As a matter of fact, let me pull up their chart so that you can see exactly what's going on with it. And StreamYard is just stinking as of late. Um, used to be able to just hit share screen and bounce between screen and screen, and now it's just not letting you do that. So let me go ahead and go back and hit this one. Look at their chart. And as we can see, it's a complete disaster, right, guys? Look at that. This is the entire life of the cryptocurrency. What's up, David? Everyone is vaulting. Someone like Shiba. Okay, so the Cell token, like I said, one time at its all-time high was like, oh, it was over $8 actually. Now you can pick this baby up for like 37 cents. So what you're thinking is, well, maybe I shouldn't freak out. Maybe this is a really good entry point for the Celsius network. 35 cents. My gosh, if the all-time high was like over $8, when we come out of the crypto winter, this is going to go snapping right back to its all time highs. This could be a great opportunity for me to make a lot of money with an established company, right? If they can weather the winter. Like I said, there's too many people that are just pulling their assets out. It's basically, you know how they say during the Depression, there was a run on the bank? People were just running to the banks and pulling their money out because they felt like that bank was going to shut down and they wanted to make sure they had their money out of it. That's what's going on with Celsius. People are freaking out. They're withdrawing their Ethereum and they're getting the hell out of there. The problem is they already done lost the Ethereum or the Ethereum is locked up. So let's talk about how they, not that they've mismanaged it. Stuff happens in DeFi. We all know that, whether there's exploits or hacks, there's reasons that Ethereum is gone. But when it comes down to it, the CEO, Alex Mashinsky, he is responsible for the Ethereum or any tokens that you put onto his network. So they were affected by what was the name of that thing? I think hold on, don't tell. Stake count, right? They lost, I think, close to $70 million because they had thousands of Ethereum staked with stake count. But unfortunately, whoever was running stake count, you're not going to believe this. They lost the keys. They lost the keys. So that is just sitting there. All that money is just sitting there. Nobody can gain access to it, meaning that now Celsius couldn't withdraw. So basically, that's just gone. Okay. They were also a part of the Badger DAO hack. So they wound up losing $50 million worth of Ethereum because of that. One of the biggest things that they're invested into, though, is Ethereum 2.0. So, of course, when this starts cranking and going, they have a chance to be profits, right? They have staked all of those Ethereum to be validators. I think they have, it's like 288,000 Ethereum locked up in this contract for Ethereum 2.0 that they can't get. There's no way to get it. It's locked there until Ethereum 2.0 launches. We don't know when it's going to launch, right? Like they did do some tests last week, with the merger of the two chains together. I think it was on the 7th, perhaps. But that's going to take months, you guys. It's going to take months and months and months. Oh, nice hair. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's up today. I put it up today. Thank you. Here's the scariest thing about this situation. And this is not going to be a long video because this is terrifying. One of the people that has pulled 50,000 Ethereum out of Celsius was the Alameda Research, right? They pulled 50,000 Ethereum off there. There are also people that pulled out of UST before that went south. So when you hear that this particular group knew to get out of UST before it was depegged, and now they're pulling all of this Ethereum out of Celsius, it makes you feel like they know something you don't know, right? These are people that are connected, they're in the know, and they're pulling out. So it makes me feel like something is indeed going on there. They probably know about the liquidity issue. They probably have done calculations, and there's probably a pretty good chance that this is not going to survive. Although if you listen to Alex Mashinsky, he's saying, listen, don't listen to anything that you hear. All of this negative news, everything that's going on right now, it's just FUD. It's just FUD. Even though you look at their chart and you see that their all-time high was almost $9 and now their token is 37 cents. All of that news is just FUD. Just stick with us. Don't worry. We got this. Don't worry. Well, I'm a little worried. And people that hold the Cell token and people who have perhaps loaned out their Ethereum on the platform of Celsius, you should be concerned as well because they are doing a lot of borrowing right now. I don't even know how much it is that they've bought, like an explosive amount that they have borrowed, and they're trying to get through this. But within the next couple of weeks, we could see Celsius become insolvent. And that is going to shake the entire crypto market, the entire DeFi community. It could be very bad, just like Terra Luna was bad. In actuality, this could be worse because they have 2 million clients. So this could be absolutely terrible and horrible. I hope it's not going to happen. I hope Alex, pulls out a Hail Mary and finds some way to salvage this cryptocurrency here because it's pretty it's frightening. It's frightening. When you look at Celsius, if you go to their platform and you see how wonderful they make it sound, like, park your stuff here. We've got you. Don't worry about it. It's just so comforting. You're thinking to yourself, yeah, you know what? Why would I want my tokens to just sit in my wallet collecting dust when I could put that to work for me, earning some interest, earning some yield? That seems like the smart thing to do. And it does. It seems like the smart thing to do. It's the equivalent of having a stack of cash like that and leaving it under your mattress or bringing it to a financial place, not so much like a bank because they're not doing so good anymore, but like an investment firm and putting that money into a solid conservative investment that is going to earn you some interest. Probably not a lot of interest, right? But some kind of interest. It's better to earn the interest, right? So when people look at that Celsius website, it just sounds so good and tantalizing. Okay, here's my opportunity to be making passive income on something that would otherwise just be sitting in my DeFi wallet, not doing anything. It's just sitting there. Prices are fluctuating up and down. I might as well put it to work and just get some money. But then you hear this. You hear how they've lost tokens. You hear how big people are pulling out. You hear how they've lost in exploits and hacks. Who do you trust at this point? Do you just, I'm going to ride this crypto winter out by putting everything into a stable coin and I'm going to wait until the market picks back up? Or do you sit down, which is what I've done? I've sat down and I have in my mind thought to myself, what particular tokens am I really into? What tokens am I really trusting that I believe are going to go up in the future that I'm buying here very low because everybody knows this is the time to buy. This is the time where millionaires are made. While everybody else is selling, this is the time to get in. What are those tokens that I'm basically doubling down on? And I have them in my head, right? I know what they are and I'm buying them, but I'm buying very, very small positions because I don't believe the bottom is in yet for the market. I think we have still, unfortunately, a ways to go down from here. So I'm buying very small little bags, adding to my bag little by little. And then when I look at the charts and I feel like we have hit the bottom, is when I'm going to go big. And that's what you should do too. You have to, in your mind, prepare yourself, know which ones you want to add to, invest in, but don't blow your bag all at once. Never do that because there's always the chance it's going to go lower and you might be able to grab it at a lower price and become more profitable in the future. That's what you need to do. Hillbilly Hen says, I'm sorry I'm late. Horses wouldn't go in, which are you talking about? Will crypto ever go up anytime soon? Mama needs some burgers on her macaroni. No, it's not going up anytime soon. And this person says, Juan says bottom is nowhere near close. I agree. Like I said, I don't think we're anywhere near the bottom. I think we're going to continue to go down and just go down. I mean, that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna go down. You have to pick your tokens and decide what it is you're bearing down in. I don't think it's a good time to be launching cryptos. I don't think it's a good time to V2 anything. I think now's the time where communities really need to come together and decide, okay, who's the king of it all really? Like Vault, is Vault the king? Is Terrarium king? Like who? You got to pick your communities, decide who you're going to be with, and it's always a good idea to spread your seeds out there. You just don't want to maxi in one particular token or coin. I mean, I suppose if you're going to maxi in something, it needs to be a coin, either Ethereum or Bitcoin. But even then, I think they're still going to go way, way down. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum goes down to 500. Could be even lower. I mean, I'm not sure. Look what it's done in the past month. Unbelievable. There is a launch tomorrow, Pixel. I invested in Pixel a long time ago. I got into their pre-sale, their whitelist, and when I got into it, I bought it was either half of an Ethereum or one Ethereum. I can't remember which one. But at the time, Ethereum was around $3,000. So now I have my tokens in my wallet, and already I'm at a complete loss. I'm down 50% because, or more, depending on what the price of Ethereum is when it launches. I can be down 50% or more because it's been that long since I engaged in the pre-sale. It's been months. I feel like I got into that months and months ago. Thank you. I finally did look up and see that. I appreciate it. So yes, when it comes to Cell Token, we're in trouble here. Just so you know, it's going to be a very dark and cold crypto winter. Protect yourselves if you're involved with the Celsius network, whether you're staking your Ethereum there or whether you have your token, the CEL token. Just be very careful. I really think that token price is going to continue to go down. I don't think 35 cents is the bottom for the Celsius network. I wouldn't leave my Ethereum in Celsius. I would pull my Ethereum out of wherever it is, wherever platform you have your Ethereum at, I would get it the hell out of there and I would swap it for a stable coin. That's what I would do. Sometimes, I get paid to make videos and I ask for stable coins. I used to ask for Ethereum. Like, oh, if I gave somebody an AMA, I'd be like, okay, you could pay me $400 and like Ethereum. Now I'm like, $400 USDC or Tether. That's it. Because I know I could just leave it there and forget about it and it's going to be there, right? Where Ethereum, it's just coming down too much. It's going to continue to come down. This is the time where stablecoin is going to be it, people. Are any of you involved in Celsius? This is a funny thing, right? Like, I feel like my part of YouTube cryptocurrency, mostly everybody's, into these meme coins, like Saitama, Vault, Terrarium, like these smaller cap tokens. Where these other tokens, I feel like those are not my people, right? I feel like the people that come to watch this video, they're not going to be my regular brand of people, but there's an opportunity where somebody who may be into Celsius is going to watch this. And this is not financial advice, but I'm just saying, if it were me, I would take my money out of Celsius and I would park it in a stable coin until things calm down because number one, Ethereum could go down to $500 and we don't know the future of Celsius. It could run out of liquidity very quickly, become insolvent, and then where do you go from there? You go nowhere. They close up shop, right? There's nothing you can do. So just bear in mind, if Alameda Research pulled out 50,000 Ethereum, not $50,000 in Ethereum, 50,000 Ethereums they pulled out of. And this was like last week when the price was even higher. So there you go. I always feel like the bigger money, they know stuff that we don't know. So just be prepared. It's going to be a cold, lonely, dark crypto winter. Make sure you huddle up with somebody that you like very much. Try to keep warm, build a fire, maybe nice, bottle of wine, chill. And I'm kidding you. We're all going to be in a corner, rocking back and forth, mumbling and talking to ourselves, right? Of course we are. Well, that's going to do it here for me today, guys. I know it was a short one, but I figured, the people that are going to watch this, they're not going to watch an hour live stream. And until next time, please remember, try to take care of yourself and only buy on those red candles.